because I used to watch people play drum in Africa, and this guy teach me a bit. We sing every Sundays at church. Sometimes we go to some places to sing. I feel good because people are cheering and stuff. Yeah, and people also tell me at the end that they like it. I came from Tanzania in August 27, 2010. It was good. It was good because I was born in there and I knew all about it. I mean, there wasn't white people in there, only black people. And I had a lot of friends than the one that I have in Australia. And all my cousins were there. School was still different because we didn't really go in big school. It was a bit small, and we didn't used to use computers and stuff. I want to be a famous drum player. Yeah.
I don't think you have to be in church to have a relationship with God. Religion and faith, you know what I mean, like are two different things that people mistake for one another, you know, and like I have my faith and I was raised Catholic, you know what I mean, like, but a lot of my friends are Muslim, you know, like if I really followed my religion, I would have to hate some of my best friends, you know, whereas if I just have the faith in like, all right, yeah, no, it's like, you know, like God says that we're all one, you know, we're all children of, you know, the same creator, like, and we have to love each other and treat each other with respect. That is what I'd rather follow than having to conform to, oh, well, you're Catholic, you have to stay on this side. Oh, that guy's Muslim, he has to stay that side. You know, these are Protestants, they must stay in this side. It's like, that's what I try to use my music to be able to break.
I wander down Pan's Labyrinth with Morgana Le Fay. An accidental fairy tale from back in the day, relaxed in the shade. Head on my lap, she relayed a classical phrase as I sat back and replayed the first night when the moon burnt bright and the mood stirred life. With this melody, the energy was right. She befriended me politely, something beckoned inside me to accept her request. Second guessing her timepiece, her minute hand stroked my palm.
I was born here, but I grew up in Namibia. I spent 14 years in Namibia, so we had a pretty transient life over there. Like, we moved around a fair bit when I was younger until I turned 11, and then I grew up on an ostrich farm. Because I was a child until pretty much the week that I actually landed in Australia, and I turned 18 that week, and so it was like it was like an introduction into manhood in a totally different world. Yeah, I'm a pretty observant person, so it's like I'm always looking at different things, like, you know, and I think the beauty of, you know, lyrics and writing lyrics and stuff is that you can make anything into a song. So anything that you could imagine happening in your life or in someone else's life, that's what I would potentially write about.
Devoted husband or deviant, chasing control on the bumpy ride, weakened by the reins that I hold, staring deep into the eyes of my green-eyed love, fantasies amplified by her dreamlike.
When I first started performing, I was really nervous. I was just like, I couldn't wait. It's like I couldn't wait to get on stage, but then as soon as I was on stage, I couldn't wait to get off because I was just so nervous and just, you know, just to rap with my hat like this and just like not even looking at the crowd at all, you know, making no engagement. And then I think there was one performance I went to, this rapper called Mr. Liv, and he was rapping, but he was looking at like, it felt like he was looking at everyone dead in the eyes, like, you know, like he was just looking at everyone and speaking to everyone. And then I was just like, wow, I want to do that.
When I faced you, this perfect fairy tale that we made never came true. I never played the perfect man, though I aimed to, but temptation rearranged what was faithful. All the sordid information could pain you, so I vowed to take it to the grave just to save you. My two minds can't define what I'm feeling, love or lust or the line in between them. In a rush trying to find me me some freedom, but these.
I remember when I first moved up to Shepparton, a friend of mine was like, man, like, you know, like, you probably get, you lynched up there, man. There's like a lot of rednecks and stuff. And I was like, well, nah, not really. Like, you know, there's black families around. My mom, you know, like, they live here, so it's like, it's not that bad. So it's like there's a perception of the country from city people who've never been to the country. And then there's a perception of the city by country people who don't really frequent that much. So, yeah, I think it's a cool city. Like, it's a cool little town.
I love Shepparton. There's lots of work to be done in Shepparton, but if you like where you live, if you have a passion for the people that you work with, and a passion for the city you live in, and I do have that. So yes, I love Shepparton. I like Shepparton, yes. What's the fastest way to Tumureba? The greater city of Shepparton is a very a conservative area, and people vote quite conservatively, and often they will want to really know the person that they're giving their number one vote. So this last campaign election was really to raise my profile, and also to bring the population more aware of the work that I do and also who I am.
They're going to build a bike track for Rushmore.
During my campaign, we went to different smaller towns, met with the locals and asked them on some of the issues that they had or some of the things that they wanted to talk about, and then take that up to, in order to use that in my campaign. Well, it was a great experience running for the council. Our expectations from the start was, it will be fairly hard for me to get through on the first round. But so we have made it our goal to create awareness. Now, in 4 years, the coming elections, when I'm going to put my hand up again, the work in terms of people trying to know who is Eugenie would have been already done from 4 years previously. I'm originally from the Ivory Coast. I grew up in Montreal in Canada. At the age of 8, I left Ivory Coast to live with my dad, and I've been in Australia for the last 15 years or so. I operate the African hairdressing salon in Shepparton, the first in the Goulburn Valley. Africans know how to do their hair, so 97 to 98% of my customers are Caucasian. Actually, the brand name. Yeah. I feel that if you do want to, raise your family in a rural area with lots of opportunities, I think that the city of Greater Shepparton is the way to go.